I'll give you my firstborn child, a brand new Tesla, and a trip to Walt Disney World. Hey everybody, Doug Reynolds here, your Sacramento Area Realtor. This is a monthly update I do every single month. We are for the end of June, beginning of July 2021. Oh, hallelujah. We've kind of opened up California here, going into stores without masks on. Who is excited for that? Holy cow, that's been a tough, 14 months. So, yeah. The negotiations of getting pretty crazy. You've probably heard some wild stories, people trying to throw in a Tesla car or a trip, or I'll pay for your moving expenses, or all kinds of stuff. Pretty wild. When it's really competitive, that's what starts to happen in the real estate market. And this year has definitely been competitive. We've just had really low supply, not a lot of houses on the market, and a really high demand. So that gap there, those buyers that want those houses, they're competing for a limited number of houses. That's what's been going on all of the beginning of this year. So our data that we're going to take a look at, it's for May. This is reflective of the spring market. It's looking at what the market was going on in April. Things going in April, they close in May. So let's talk about what was going on, the data, the stats that came out then, and then let's talk about a little bit about the market now and moving forward for this summer. All right, so active listing inventory. Good news, all you buyers out there that are watching this and you've been in the fetal position for several months trying to get a house and not getting your offers accepted. Take a look at that. There's 26% more active listing inventory right now in Sacramento than there was last month. So, although there's not a ton of houses, there are more than we had a month ago, okay? The pending sales, even though inventory has ticked up a little bit, the pendings have remained extremely strong, pretty much flat. They're about 1% higher than they were a month ago. I'm not even looking at year over year. It's really wonky right now because of May 2020 was a crazy year, crazy month. And so we're kind of just looking at month over month at the moment right now and just comparing and contrasting as to what is the market doing. In a few months, we can get back to kind of looking at year over year, okay? Real quick, for those, people that are saying the sky is about to fall and everything, oh, the eviction moratorium, this and that. Well, let's take a look. In May, in the entire county of Sacramento, there were 7 foreclosure sales and 1 short sale. That's less than a half. That's basically a 0.5% of the entire amount of properties that closed. It is a minuscule amount of the market right now, and from the true professionals that I listen to and read and follow, there is not any current fears of that being any type of massive wave or anything moving forward. It might have a small impact later in the year, but no massive wave. We're not doing 2008 over again, okay? Total number of closed escrow is 1,540, actually exactly even with April. So April and May had the same amount of closings, very solid months for amount of closings. If we had more inventory, we probably would have had more closings. But there you can see months of inventory. It went up, it ticked up from 0.7 months to 0.8 months. So get out of the fetal position, take a deep breath, and get out there and write a strong offer. There's a tiny bit more of inventory out there for you buyers, okay? Of course, because of the competition, the price continues to increase. We are getting really close to $500,000 as our median sales price. So for May, it was $498,500. That's up about 2% from April, and that's up 26% from a year ago. Once again, we've got kind of wonky numbers comparing year over year, but we all know the prices have gone up significantly, especially in the last 9 months or so. So those numbers are showing extremely competitive. Prices have gone up due to the competition of that. We've been seeing prices increase significantly the last 6 to 9 months because of high buyer demand, low inventory. Interest rates are crazy low, around 3%. That's kind of the extra gasoline on top of the fire that is the market that's making things move. But if you saw there's a glimmer of hope for some buyers out there, and also a warning to some sellers, a little bit more inventory is coming on the market. It might not be specifically in your neighborhood, but as a whole, a little bit more. Not a lot, a little bit more houses are on the market right now, and that's normal for this time of year. I think we're gonna have a slightly more normal year moving forward where there's not a lot of houses on the market coming in winter. The buyers come out early, we've got a lot of competition, and then we hit summer and things kind of level off as far as pricing increase slows down a little bit. There's a little bit more balance in the market, that type of thing. I don't think we're gonna have any type of major shift anytime soon, but slightly more, a little less crazy, okay? Ryan Lundquist, my buddy, and an amazing blog writer and appraiser in Sacramento. Awesome one he did recently. Take a look at this graph. We'll throw it up on the screen. As you can see there, the green line represents what is a normal amount. This is the month's, this is the sales volume, the amount of sales. So over the years, we see the amount of sales really ramp up in the spring, and then they level off in the summer and start to kind of taper in the fall and winter, and then we do it over again. Well, the black line is COVID, the 2020 year there. We were following a normal pattern, and then, middle of March happened, Rudy Gobert tested positive, the world shut down, and we went way down in sales, took a few months, and then bam, sales came back really strong. We basically crammed a spring and summer season all the way into summer, and you can see there we had a higher sales volume than normal. Well, red is this year now. It was starting to follow pretty normal process. This is the amount of sales. This would be higher if we had more inventory because of the demand, but we just don't. So it's following, and you can see there it's actually starting to kind of level off as far as the amount of sales. This is not having to do with pricing. This is the amount of sales, the sales volume. So I think this year is going to be a little bit more reflective of the average, the green line, than it was last year of the black line there, okay? So what that means is moving forward this summer, the market is still going to be favoring sellers, but maybe not as crazy as it was in the spring. I just had a listing that had 27 offers on it, okay? Well, moving forward in July and August, that same house might only have 10-ish offers on it or something, okay? Because there's gonna be a little bit more to choose from. Buyers, just stick with it, stay out there, keep going. There's more houses coming on the market, vaccines are rolling out, people are getting more comfortable, people are listing their properties more and more now. We're gonna have a little more inventory for you, a little bit less competition, okay? Sellers, are you hearing this? The market's still favoring you, but I've shown houses recently that have been on the market for 15 to 20 days because they listed it too high. They started too high and people stayed away. Do not do that as a seller. You shoot yourself in the foot if you do that. Price it right, have it show well, good marketing, and the natural competition of the market will push it to a level that you wouldn't have gotten if you listed it there. So price it right and you're gonna do great from the beginning, okay? This is a little bit longer than normal, but I thought there was a lot of good stuff to go over. If you're thinking about buying or selling in the Sacramento area, check out my website, realestatewithdoug.com. Make sure to subscribe, like the video, leave a comment or a question if you got something you want me to cover or something to answer for you. I'd love to help out with that. You can reach out to me, all my social media links on my website. Look forward to talking to you soon. Enjoy the summer weather and clear skies.